Okay, guys, I want to talk about smart meters.
Has your health declined or all of a sudden your sleep's not good? It could be because a smart meter was put on your home. This is the website I want to show you that you need to go to, smartmetereducationnetwork.com, and it actually shows you pictures of what smart meter you might have. There's mine right there, see? But it says this is the old style meter that began in 2006, and it tells you right here, you're better off keeping that meter because it puts off far less radiation, and also it creates less dirty electricity. That said, when my desk was against this wall, I started noticing that I was getting headaches. You don't want those new smart meters. It could be causing health problems. That's the point.
I don't automatically trust something just because a billion-dollar utility company told me it's going to be more convenient, because convenience is usually the bait.
I'm David Carpenter. I'm a public health physician. I graduated from Harvard Medical School, and I worked for the New York State Department of Health for 18 years. During that period of time, I was responsible for administering a program of electromagnetic fields. What is the evidence that smart meters are safe and have no adverse health effects? And the answer to that question is that there is no such evidence. And in fact, while no one has actually done human health studies in relation to people living in homes with smart meters, we have evidence from a whole variety of other sources of radio frequency exposure that demonstrates convincingly and consistently that exposure to radio frequency radiation at elevated levels for long periods of time increases the risk of cancer, increases the damage to the nervous system, causes electrosensitivity, has adverse reproductive effects, and a variety of other effects on different organ systems.
So let me bring you back to May 22nd. I'm sick, recovering on the couch, barely moving, and my husband's outside doing yard work. He comes inside and says, "Do you want to talk to the Rhode Island Energy guy about the smart meter?" And I'm like, is that even a question right now? So my ass got off that couch like there was a fire in my basement. I walked outside with my son, and I ended up having a 20-minute conversation with the guy about smart meters. And listen, this man was actually very nice, and I don't have anything bad to say about him personally. He listened, he didn't dismiss me, and he actually agreed with a lot of what I said. But he also said something that really stuck with me. He basically said, this is my job, I have to do what I have to do, and if I don't install it, somebody else will. And that right there is the problem with so many systems. Because it's never one evil person twirling their mustache. It's a bunch of normal people just doing their job. The person installing the thing is just doing their job. The person enforcing the policy is just doing their job. The person sending the bill is just doing their job. The person telling you it's safe is just reading from the script they've been handed. And somehow, nobody is responsible for anything that goes wrong with these smart meters. And that's the part that drives me insane. It's not just the radiation, EMF exposure, privacy piece. It's not just the fact that your energy usage can be tracked in real time. It's not just about the fire concerns. And it's not just the fact that everything is becoming automated, monitored, digitized, and removed from human control. It's kind of all of it. And do you realize that the pattern is kind of always the same? Like they tell you it's safer, it's more efficient, it's easier, it's progress. And then 5 years later, we find out there were things that they didn't tell us. And by then, it's on everybody's houses. I did have the option to opt out, which obviously I did. And obviously there's an extra monthly fee because God knows I'm a rich bitch. Because I love giving my money to corporate America. Yes, I do. Because I don't look at just one device. I look at the accumulation of things. Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, phones, towers, routers, smartwatches, wireless headphones, tablets, laptops, appliances, cars, cameras, meters. Everything is smart now, but are we really smarter? Or are we just more monitored, more exposed, and more dependent, and more disconnected from our own instincts? Because I'm gonna be honest, I don't like the direction that we're heading in. I know, who would have thought? I don't like that every basic human function is being turned into data. Your sleep is data, your steps are data, your heartbeat is data, your groceries are data, your thermostat is data, your electricity is data, your location is data, your kid's location is data, your conversations are data. And somehow we're meant to believe that this is all for our convenience. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe smart meters are totally fine. Maybe everything that gets rolled out under the language of progress is genuinely innocent and there to help us. But I don't think I'm wrong for asking questions, and I don't think I'm wrong for opting out. I don't think that I'm wrong for being protective of my home, my kids, my body, and the tiny little patch of earth that I am trying to keep sacred in this world. And that's what it really comes down to for me. It's not just about a meter. It's about consent. It's about being told that something is normal before you even had a chance to question it. And it's about realizing that if my husband hadn't been outside doing yard work, or if I was at home on the couch and that timing wouldn't have been serendipitous, that meter would have changed without me ever having that conversation. Because the electrical company does not need your permission to change it.
Now you guys are probably thinking, well, that's trespassing. No, as a licensed real estate agent, I can tell you that the illuminating company, the gas company, water company, they all have legal easements on your property without your permission. So they changed up my meter. Let me show you my garden. This is from maybe 2 weeks ago at the most. The leaves of my garden are turning black, like they're burning. Literally black, like black. Let me show you where my meter is. Behind my garden. If it's doing that to my vegetables right next to it, what is it doing to me and my children in my home? Look, it's even making its way to my next garden. Next to it, that pumpkin was bright orange. Now it's covered in black.
And maybe that's the part that bothers me the most. Because I don't want to live in a world where I have to be constantly hypervigilant of keeping something off of my house. And I don't want to feel crazy for wanting less technology near my family. And I really don't want to pay extra to keep something old school, simple, and less invasive. But guess what? I'm forced to do that. So yes, I opted out. Yes, I paid the fee. Yes, the guy was nice. And yes, I walked back into my house thinking, like, what the hell are we just allowing because we're too busy, too distracted, too afraid to be called crazy? Because at this point, crazy is starting to look a lot like pay attention. Okay, so we have opted out of our smart meter, and this is our analog meter. And we put a little fancy sign just in the event they wanted to come and change our meter. Now we are going to walk around our neighborhood and see how many people actually have analog meters versus smart meters. 2 smart meters. Smart meter. 5 smart meters right there. 2 smart meters. Smart meters. Smart meters. Smart meter. Smart meter. Smart meter. Smart meter.
7 smart meters.
7 smart meters.
6 smart meters.
6 more smart meters.
3 there, 3 there.
3 smart meters. Smart meter. Smart meter. Smart meters.
4 smart meters.
Smart meters. Odin, how many analog meters have we found?